Master and Narayan arrived and saluted Sri Ramakrishna. The latter said tenderly, "Why have you come? Your people at home have beaten you so much." He signed to Baburam to give Narayan something to eat. Narayan entered the master's room. Suddenly Sri Ramakrishna followed him. He wanted to feed Narayan with his own hands. Afterwards he returned to the veranda. Many devotees were present, including Vijay, Mahamacharan, Narayan, M. and the younger Gopal. Soon Narayan came back to the veranda and took his seat by the master. About 3 o'clock Adhar arrived. At the sight of him Sri Ramakrishna appeared excited. The devotee saluted the master and sat on the floor. Sri Ramakrishna beckoned to him to come nearer. When the music was over, the gathering of devotees broke up. Some began to stroll in the garden and some went to the temples to watch the evening service. In the evening, arrangements were made for kirtan inside the master's room. Sri Ramakrishna eagerly asked a devotee to have an extra lamp. The 2 lamps lit the room brightly. Sri Ramakrishna said to Vijay, "Why are you sitting there? Come nearer to me." This time the kirtan created an intense atmosphere. The master danced in an ecstasy of joy. The devotees also danced encircling him. While Vijay was dancing, his cloth dropped. He was unconscious. When the music was over, Vijay began to look for his key, which had fallen somewhere. The master said to him with a laugh, "Why bother about it anymore?" He meant that Vijay should have nothing more to do with boxes and keys. Kishori saluted Sri Ramakrishna and was about to take his leave. The master blessed him, touching his chest tenderly, and bade him goodbye. His words were full of love. M. and Gopal saluted the master. They too were about to take their leave. He said to them with the same affection, "Couldn't you go tomorrow morning? You may catch cold at night." M. and Gopal decided to spend the night with Sri Ramakrishna. They sat on the floor with a few other devotees. Sri Ramakrishna had had no rest the whole day. The devotees had been with him all the time. He went out for a few minutes. Returning to the room, he saw M. taking down a song from Ramlal. "Master, what are you doing?" M. said that he was writing down a song. On being told what the song was, the master remarked that it was a rather long song. M. wrote a line or two and then stopped writing. A little later Sri Ramakrishna took his supper of farina pudding and 1 or 2 luchis. A lighted lamp stood on a stand by his side. M. sat near him. The master asked if there were any sweets in the room. M. had brought some sandesh which he had put on the shelf. Sri Ramakrishna asked M. to give him a sweet. M. searched for the sweets but could not find them. He was embarrassed. They had been given to the devotees. After finishing his supper, Sri Ramakrishna sat on the small couch and M. seated himself on the foot rug. The master, talking about Narayan, was overcome with emotion. "Master, I saw Narayan today." M. "Yes, sir. His eyes were moist. When I looked at his face I felt like weeping." "Master, the sight of him arouses a mother's love in me. As it were, his relatives beat him at home because he comes here. There is none to defend him." M. "The other day he left his books at Haripada's house and fled to you." "Master, it was not good for him to do that." Sri Ramakrishna was silent. After a few minutes he continued, "Master, you see, he has much substance in him. Otherwise, how could I be attracted to him even though I was listening to the kirtan at the time? I had to leave the music and go into the room. That never happened before." Again Sri Ramakrishna fell silent. A few minutes later he began to talk. "Master, in an ecstatic state I asked him how he was feeling. He just said he was happy. To M. feed him now and then as parents do their child." Sri Ramakrishna then spoke about to Chandra. "Master, to M. please ask him what he thinks of me. Does he think of me as a Janani? Or what does he say about me? I understand that he is very reticent." To Gopal. Ask to Chandra to come here Saturdays and Tuesdays. To M. Suppose I go to your school and look for M. Thought that Sri Ramakrishna wanted to go to his school to see Narayan. He said to the master, "You might as well wait at our house." Master. No. I have something else in mind. I should like to see whether there are other worthwhile boys in the school. M. Of course you can go. Other visitors come to the school. You can come too. Sri Ramakrishna was smoking. M. And Gopal finished their supper. They decided to sleep in the Nahabat. M. Again sat on the floor near Sri Ramakrishna. Master. To M. There may be some pots and pans in the Nahabat. Why not sleep here in this room? M. Very well, sir. It was 10 or 11 o'clock at night. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on the small couch, resting against a pillow. M. Sat on the floor. The master was conversing with him. A lamp burnt on a stand near the wall. The master felt great compassion for his devotees. He wanted to bless M. by accepting his personal service. Master. My feet ache. Please rub them gently. M. Seated himself on the small couch and took the master's feet on his lap. He stroked them. Now and then Sri Ramakrishna would ask his disciple a question. Master. Smiling. How did you like today's conversation? M. Very much indeed. Master. Smiling. How I spoke about the Emperor Akbar. It was very good. Master. Repeat it to me. A fakir came to visit Akbar. The emperor was saying his prayers. In his prayers he was asking God to give him wealth and riches. Thereupon the fakir was about to leave the room quietly. Later, when the emperor asked him about it, the fakir said, "If I must beg, why should I beg of a beggar?" Master. What else did we talk about? You told us a great deal about saving up for the future. Master. Smiling. What did I say? As long as a man feels that he must try, he should make an effort. How well you told us about it at Sinthi. Master. What did I say? God takes upon himself complete responsibility for one who totally depends upon him. It is like a guardian taking charge of a minor. You also told us that at a feast a child cannot by himself find a place to eat his meal. Someone finds a place for him. Master. No, that is not quite to the point. I said that the child doesn't fall if the father leads him and holds his hand. You also described the 3 classes of sadhus. The best sadhu does not move about to get his food. He lives in one place and gets his food there. You told us about that young sadhu who said, when he saw the breasts of a young girl, "Why has she those abscesses?" You told us many other things. Master. Smiling. What else? About the crow of Pampa Lake. He repeated the name of Rama day and night. That is why he couldn't drink the water though he went to its edge. And about the holy man in whose book was written only Om Rama. And what Hanuman said to Rama. Master. What did he say? Hanuman said to Rama, I saw Sita in Ceylon. But it was only her greater than body. Her mind and soul were lying at your feet. And about the Chatak bird. He will not drink anything but rainwater. And about Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Master. What did I say about them? As long as one is conscious of the jar, the ego will certainly remain. As long as one is conscious of I, one cannot get rid of the idea, I am the devotee and thou art God. Master. No, it is not that. The jar doesn't disappear whether one is conscious of it or not. One cannot get rid of the I. You may reason 1,000 times. Still it will not go. M. Remained silent a few moments. You had that talk with Ashan Mukherjee in the Kali temple. We were very lucky to be there. Master. Smiling. Yes. Yes. Tell me, what did I say? Quote, you said that work is only the first step. You told us that you said to Sambhu Malik, if God appears before you, will you ask him for a number of hospitals and dispensaries? You said another thing. God does not reveal himself to a person as long as he is attached to work. You said that to Kashab Sen. Master. What did I say? As long as the baby plays with the toy and forgets everything else. Its mother looks after her cooking and other household duties. But when the baby throws away the toy and cries, then the mother puts down the rice pot and comes to the baby. You said another thing that day. Lakshmana asked Rama where one could find God. After a great deal of explanation, Rama said to him, Brother, I dwell in the man in whom you find ecstatic love, a love which makes him laugh and weep and dance and sing. Master. Ah me. Ah me. Sri Ramakrishna sat in silence a few minutes. That day you spoke only words of renunciation to Ashan. Since then many of us have come to our senses. Now we are eager to reduce our duties. You said that day. Ravana died in Ceylon and Bahula wept bitterly for him. Sri Ramakrishna laughed aloud. Humbly. Sir, isn't it desirable to reduce the number of one's duties and entanglements? Master. Yes. But it is a different thing if you happen to come across a sadhu or a poor man. Then you should serve him. And that day you spoke very rightly to Ashan about flatterers. They are like vultures on a carcass. You once said that to Padmalokan also. Master. No. To Vamandas of Ulo. After a while sat on the floor near the small couch. Sri Ramakrishna felt sleepy. He said to Go to sleep. Where is Gopal? Please shut the door. Next morning Sri Ramakrishna left his bed very early. As usual, he chanted the holy names of the different gods and goddesses. Now and then he looked at the sacred river. The morning worship began in the temples of Radhakanta and Mother Kali. Had spent the night on the floor of the master's room. He left his bed and watched the worship in the different temples. Sri Ramakrishna finished his bath and went with to the Kali temple. He asked the disciple to lock the door of his room. In the temple he took the seat in front of the image of Kali and offered flowers. Sometimes at her feet and sometimes on his own head. He fanned the deity. Then he returned to his room and asked to unlock the door. Entering the room, he sat on the small couch. He was completely overwhelmed with divine fervor and began to chant the name of God. Sat alone on the floor. Sri Ramakrishna began to sing about the Divine Mother. Who is there that can understand what Mother Kali is? Even the 6 darsanas are powerless to reveal her. It is she. The scriptures say, that is the inner self of the yogi, who in self discovers all his joy. She that, of her own sweet will, inhabits every living thing. Then he sang, all creation is the sport of my mad mother Kali. By her Maya the 3 worlds are bewitched. He continued, O Kali, who can know thee? Numberless are thy forms. Again he sang, O Mother, redeem me speedily. From terror of the king of death I am about to die. Said to himself, I wish he would sing. Mother, thou canst not trick me any more. For I have seen thy crimson lotus feet. Strangely enough, no sooner had the thought passed through M's mind than Sri Ramakrishna sang the song. A few minutes later he said to What do you think of the present state of my mind? Smiling, it is your simple and natural state. Sri Ramakrishna sang to himself the following refrain of a song. Unless a man is simple, he cannot recognize God, the simple one.